Okay, so last time we looked at where do our laws come from. Sources of law, constitutional, statutes, regulations, and judicial interpretation and precedents. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to look at the different types of laws. So we know these already. We got criminal law. They make certain actions a crime. You have prosecution versus defendant. Prosecution is the people. You have felonies. So there's two types of criminal laws. Those are felonies. Those are serious crimes. They deal. If you get convicted of a felony, you get 1 year to life or execution. Those are the consequences for felonies. Less serious crimes are called misdemeanors, and that could be a year in jail to a fine. Looking down, no. Yes, I did mess up on that. I put Roman numeral 3, but it's actually a 2. Civil law. They settle disputes between people, and this, if you're in a court, plaintiff, the one who files a complaint, versus the defendant, the person who's being brought to court. But there are also non-disputes when it comes to civil law, and that can deal with contracts, negotiations, even forming up wills. And in fact, I wrote that it covers divorce, property, employment, agriculture, taxes, and more, because civil law, if it's not criminal, it's going to be civil. So civil law can deal with a wide range of things. It's not just disputes. It's not just fighting in court over property rights. It could be anything. When you buy a house, you deal with civil law. When you need to pay your taxes, you deal with civil law. Everything else deals with, as that machine out there is running outside the classroom window, but everything deals with civil. It's kind of like your day-to-day operations. It's not just disputes. It's how we run things. So let's jump on over to the next slide, and this one actually has 3. So at the top you have juvenile law. That deals with 18-year-olds, those who are younger than 18-year-olds, and this is more forgiving, and you learn from your mistakes. But it doesn't just deal with those who are getting in trouble with the law. It also deals with curfew laws. If you're a certain age, if you have your permit and you're under the age of 18, you can't be driving at a certain point. Or in some towns, if you're under a certain age, you can't be out on your own past this certain time. It also deals with child labor laws, so that you're not, 10 years old and working in a factory with all these machines that could harm you. Military law, a lot like civilian law, but they have a special code to fit their needs. There's a certain discipline and training that you need to be in the military, to do your job in the military. So that's all kept in the military, the Uniform Code of Military Justice. It is stricter, how you dress. You have to do certain things at that certain time, and you can't just slough it off. It's a very disciplined set of laws, but it's there to meet the needs of the military. And last but not least is constitutional law, which is exactly how it sounds. Deals with the Constitution, and the type of laws that come from it are laws that protect our constitutional rights, or just laws that deal with the Constitution. Alright, so those are the 5 types of laws. We'll go over more in class. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time.